friends. How is everyone this morning? Ready to paint a rainbow? I sure am. That's for sure. I have a couple of ideas on how I'd like to paint my rainbow. So let's kind of chat about that a little bit before we make any big decisions. So because today is National Rainbow Day, sometimes it is referred to as Find a Rainbow Day. Depends, I guess. I don't know what it depends on. Just saying. That sometimes it's called different things. Anyway, this poor craft mat has just, it needs some TLC, that's for sure. If you're brand new here, if you would follow, like, and subscribe to Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate that. And then, if you would ask to join our private Facebook groups, Stitch Along with Anne Facebook group, and then Anne Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group. We have lots of fun in both of those places. Good morning, Keels. How are you? So, what's more happy than a rainbow, right? And I was reading a little bit about National Rainbow Day and all the things that kind of go into National Rainbow Day. Well, we've talked before. Remember a long time ago during a, I think it was one of Lindsay's birthday parties, and the theme was sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. And I did my 2 pages of the book. I have them right here. That was a while ago, wasn't it? We did 1, 2, here we go. We did, remember each teacher was supposed to do pages in a book. And she gave us the dimensions and stuff. And we talked about the role that Sir Isaac Newton played in our modern day knowledge of rainbows, and that he had a pretty pivotal role. Sorry. So, I thought I would get this out and we could talk about how lucky we are to have had Sir Isaac Newton. Remember, he's the one who discovered the prism, which now we call the rainbow. Anyway, you know what? I can't stop, you guys. I can't stop scrubbing this off. I want to start afresh this morning, and this morning has been a little bit topsy-turvy. Jeff just took off to California because his mom is in the hospital. We don't think it's anything super serious just yet, but you never know. So, that happened. And then, this dang cold. I was just saying in my Stitch Along group, I keep hoping that one day I'll just wake up and it'll be all gone. That hasn't happened yet. But I'm really hoping that it does at some day, very soon. Okay, so remember that the rainbow is Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, right? So there's lots of you know, rainbows are everywhere. And so I was thinking about a way that we could kind of pay tribute to National Rainbow Day. And so I have a couple of ideas. But I thought, you know what, you guys can just make your rainbow however you choose to make your rainbow. Everybody make sure you have a drink. If you thought I drank a lot of water before, holy smokes, all of this medicine makes me really have to continually drink and drink and drink. Okay, so one thing I did find out is that rainbows are actually circular. Full circle rainbows can be seen from the sky. The ground interferes and gives it a more of an arc shape. So you could certainly make a circular rainbow. That might be something cool that we could do. I mean, you can, remember, you can do whatever you want. It's your art journal and your tribute to National Rainbow Day, right? So I've thought about like those tall, skinny rainbows. I kind of dig those. I've thought about really including some mark making and even some, maybe some asemic writing or Zentangly kind of stuff. That's kind of where my head is at this morning. But if you're not feeling that, then absolutely don't. You just do whatever kind of makes you feel good. So I'm thinking I might do the tall skinny. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And for today's assignment, I'm working on a page that has not been treated with watercolor ground. My thought is that I want to draw everything out the way I kind of want it to be, and then go over everything I've drawn with a black waterproof pen like my Micron, and then coat that with watercolor ground. Let's try that, see how that works for us. So if you are playing along this morning, which I hope that you are, I have already started to activate my watercolors by spraying them with water, even though it's going to be kind of a while before paint hits my page. I want to get those colors just woken up this morning. So I'm feeling like I want to do the tall, skinny rainbow. Remember, you can do whatever you want. So I'm going to do, and it's okay if my lines are kind of wonky, right? So I'm going to try really hard to get my each arc of my rainbow sort of the same size. Yeah. I just feel like this, like a tall skinny, number one, I'm going to get full page impact. That will be very cool. 1, 2, 3. And they can be different sizes. They don't have to be the same size. They can be, I mean, I'm kind of shooting for it, but remember, this is hand drawn. It's going to be whatever it is, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I need to be able to fit, excuse me, a few more layers. Yeah. Like, I thought it might be really cool for my rainbow to go all the way to the edge of my page, I don't know. It's just kind of seeming kind of cool, right? So I could go diddle-diddle-diddle. But then just get a piece of paper, Tam. And remember, you can certainly get a piece of paper and you can work on that piece of copy paper, and then you can absolutely glue that into your journal later. I've done that a million times. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need, if I want to do the full Roy G. Biv, I need 2 more. So let's go there. Dang it. I should have just used the regular old pencil. There. And then let's do a skinny. That might be kind of cool. Now I'm going to go over all of my line work with my black pens, but right now I am feeling like I want to round these lines right here just a little bit more. They were looking a little bit pointy to me, and that's kind of not the vibe that I'm wanting. Better. So oh, is it slushy there today, Peg? Yeah, I remember we just were talking about that, weren't we? Easter on in the Midwest can often be quite slushy, right? So I have my plastic nib. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe, I think I have my number 10 or 12. I like those. Oh, that's a number 3. That might just give me just a little bit more. 10. A little bit more oomph in my line work. This is number 5. Let's see. So the new printable is just under printables, and it's the first one. It's called so sorry. Art is good for the soul. Keely, I owe you a refund. And somebody else, Vicky, I think. So here's the thing. These lines could be a variety of thicknesses, right? That might be kind of fun to play with. Right? I just want to get one set of lines. I absolutely will, Keely. I absolutely will. Because it's in the file section. So I had this idea, you guys, and I'm getting way ahead of myself, but I had this big idea in my head for my rainbow. So I'm feeling like I want to, like I said, I really want to incorporate some mark making, and I don't know, a lot of things. I got all the things in my head. How about you? Do you have a plan for your rainbow just yet? Is it starting to... Is your imagination going a little crazy this morning? Are you thinking of all the ways that we could pay tribute to the magical, mystical thing that is the rainbow? Da, 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 da. Okay, so I have my black lines, and I have like some ideas of what else I want to do with my rainbow. I do. So I'm curious about you guys. Do you have some ideas of how you want to paint a rainbow? I know Sienna's going to watch this with Charlie. Hi, Charlie May. She's just quite the budding artist. I love that, love that, love that. And can't wait to paint with her this summer. And just erase all these pencil lines. Charlie is quite the painter. Her brother Noah, who just turned 6 yesterday. I cannot believe that. How did that happen? I don't know. He was the baby. And now he's the big brother because he has a little sister, Charlie May, and another little sister, Maya Grace. Isn't that a pretty name? Okay. I totally get it. Keels. Sometimes you do need to ponder it, you know? Everybody take a drink. Okay, so I think I might want some thicker lines. Like I want to really like play up the sketchiness. So I'm feeling like that was what was that? Was that the number 5 maybe? So let's try the number 10. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. And I'm just kind of purposely trying to be a little bit loose, sketchy lines. Yeah. Ooh. Don't you love that, Keels? Don't you love when you just see a color combo out in the wild and you're like, oh, I want to paint with that or draw with that or color with that. I love that. I love that. Well, I was thinking about that too, Valerie. I did almost do a 2-page spread, but then I was like, well, maybe I'm kind of feeling a tall skinny. Like originally my idea was a 2-page spread. But that, you know what I'm saying? So you do need to just ponder it, and something amazing will just pop into your noggin. It sure will. Oh my gosh, don't you love a brand new pen, Pegs? Don't you love a brand new pen? There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. I know. So, when Tammy was still here, we went to Dick Blick one day, and the whole premise, this is so lame. The whole premise was that I needed some new microns, and I wanted to get some more of that, that fluorescent pink paint that I bought, that I kind of fell in love with. Well, $100 later, I came home with all kinds of different things. Look at these. Look at those. A little set of fluorescents. And then I found a new... This one was 25% off, so why wouldn't I buy that? I bought some gloss medium. And you know what, Pam? You know what's crazy? I thought that I had bought, they didn't, remember they asked us to put our pens at the front desk? I don't think they put them on my thing. I didn't get charged for them, and I didn't get them. Boo hiss. But I did get those, remember, I did get those new paint pens. But look at this other stuff that I got. Tammy bought me this pin. You know how I love, my affinity for Miss Callow. I love that. And then I bought this for my apron. It's a patch of Starry, Starry Night. So happy. And then I bought these to send to Braxton and Desi. These little crazy fidget. They love that kind of stuff. And coming to an art, you totally go, oh my gosh. I so wish I could jump on a plane and go with you. Oh, I would love to go back to Lynn's. Like I would have a whole different, mindset this time, but who knows? Okay, so coming to an art journaling page near you, look at these lettering guides. I have something fun kind of in the works in my noggin. So if you're out and about, and you know what? Westcott is everywhere. Like, I found these at Dick Blick, but I bet you could find these at the dollar store. Or Michael's, or Walmart, or whatever. Anyway. I know, they're very expensive pens that I didn't even end up coming home with. Honest to Pete. Anyway, I can't wait to play with these. Oh, Sue, I bet you've had those same shopping trips. Okay, so it's the best. It's the best. It is that Lynn, like I would look for different things this time. Do you know what I mean? It's always funny, isn't it? Exactly, Tam, exactly. And you know what's so funny? I said that I needed to get more pens. I just got 5 new ones. But I will run out of ink in these things like nobody's business because I use them like crazy. So all these places where my double pen line is kind of open, I'm going to do some mark making in there just to like kind of settle my brain. So I'm just going to do some line work in there. So in Stitch Along this morning, we were talking about, like, what are you currently watching? What are you currently listening to? What are you currently snacking on? What are you currently drinking? So I said that I've been listening to the Tommy rock opera soundtrack, kind of ad nauseum for Jeffrey, I'm sure. But Because I just watched that CBS Sunday Morning story about with Pete Townsend, and he was talking about the new like iteration of Tommy the Rock Opera that is going to be on Broadway. How amazing is that? I do not store my pens in airtight containers. Oftentimes I just a zipper bag or a cup on my desk. But you know, I draw all day long, so I kind of go through pens like nobody's business. Anyway, so that's what I'm listening to. How about you? And Peg, what's that new oh my gosh, and I just buy a new one, Tam, all the time. Peg, what's that Casey Musgrave song that you sent to me? I can't find it. I was like, did she send it to me through Instagram? Did she send it to me on a text message? I don't know. I just want to, I love that Casey Musgraves. This is just really adding like some visual appeal for my you know what? I love drawing oh, okay. Thanks, Peg. I don't know. I think I use my pen so much that I don't find that to be the case, but it's worth giving it a try. I mean, my favorite container is a Ziploc bag. I just love a Ziploc bag. I don't know why. So, one thing I was thinking about, so I've been thinking about like ways to fill my arcs of color. So I've thought about well, the first thing I thought about was some Zentangle-y things, like some other line work, some circles, or lines, or other making marks, yeah. But then I was thinking, like, maybe, what if I filled it with text? That might be cool. What if I filled it with, hey, hi, Lynn. How are you? Nice to see you. We are celebrating, National Rainbow Day. So get your art journal out and draw a rainbow with us. And you can draw it however you want. Yeah, I try to organize mine by type, but you know what? I get a lot of this. This happens a lot. Does that look like all one kind of pen? Sometimes I try to be a little bit more organized, like my friends, Keely and Tammy, but it doesn't always work. Well, we were walking into Dick Blick the other day, and I said to Tammy, Tam, I did something very Tammy-like the other day. I was writing down, like I was doing a swatch chart in my swatch book, and of all of my gel pens, but I couldn't remember the names. Exactly, Tam. Exactly. I do try. Oh, I'm so glad I'm doing this. I think this is adding just kind of what I wanted this morning. I mean, it's all about like kind of the vibe that you're going for when you're what you're kind of feeling this morning. I mean, you could, so Valerie, you could certainly, I know that she uses those, it's like a Rubbermaid or something with those snap lid things. You could certainly get those. Or you could just try a Ziploc bag, see if that makes a difference. Or just make more art and so you use up your pens that way. I'm not going to say not to do something, because if it works for somebody, it works for them, you know? You know my philosophy. You just have to do what works for you. You do you, right? There's not very many right or wrongs in art. I mean, there's the basic principles, but other than that, and your art journal is the best place to experiment and explore, right? It is very relaxing, isn't it? Like it's kind of just what I needed to, Tam. I just needed something where I'm still feeling productive, but I'm also kind of making it funkified. My rainbow. Oh, yes. I have found a few, thank you, Peg. Me too, sister. Me too. Because if I see them, I'll use them. If they're put away, then I don't think about them. Like I have some Zig color, what are they called? Zig color something pens that I haven't used in a long time because they're not up here on my table. So now I'm thinking about them. I know I need to pull those out and play with those again. Zig color. Dang it, that's going to drive me crazy. So, hey, what's everybody watching? Anybody watching anything good? I'm curious. And Tam, what's the name of our next book club read? I just bought it, and we were just talking about, like, what are you currently reading? No, not the color dot. Color... I know. I do love mark making, too. It's quite therapeutic, isn't it? There's something about it. Don't forget to write. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Valerie, that's the name of the book that we're reading in book club that I just bought. So I'm going to, if Jeff's gone for a couple of days, then I'll probably listen to that straight through. But we just don't know how long he'll be gone. You know. He said something about, I go, well, I'll see you in a couple of days. And he goes, well, I don't know. And I go, really? Because it doesn't seem like it'll be that long. And he goes, yeah, remember you were just going to go for a few days when your mom was in the hospital? I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. You just never know. I can totally get in the flow state with this. How about you guys? The Traders. Oh. What is that? And what is it on, Sue? That sounds fascinating. We are watching The Look on Apple TV. Oh my gosh, so good. Take a drink. I took a drink and I didn't tell you. Someday soon I'll be teaching a class and I won't be blowing my nose. Ay, yay. It would, but you know what? They won't. Neither one. I tried for many years. And Jeff's parents lived in Arizona a long time ago. And Eileen hated the heat. So, that's never going to happen. Tammy, did you buy one of those rainbow pencils for yourself? They're so fun. And did you know that there's a Greek goddess? A Greek rainbow goddess, and her name is Iris. I didn't know that. I love that. Oh, I'm loving it so much, you guys. So, I can't wait to see everybody's rainbows because I just know they'll all be different and unique. Like, I thought, what if you did a value study of each? What if you did a value study of each color in the rainbow, right? That might be kind of cool. Start at the deepest and go to the lightest, or start at the lightest and go to the deepest, and then reverse it going down. That's something. Or you could just paint the colors, right? Anybody else have anything good that they're watching? The Traders. So I'm dying to know where that is, Sue. Oh my gosh. And please. Julia, is that the movie, Julia? About Julia Child? Or is it a series? I think I've watched that one. It was so good with Stanley Tucci. Okay, I think I did everything. I think I did. So, oh, no, I have one little... Isn't that funny? You think you've done it all, and then you just turn your substrate, and then you're like, oh, there's a little spot. There's a little spot. There's a little spot. Okay, I think. So why don't we do some... Oh, yes, I did watch that series. Oh, man, that was a good one, Peg. So I saw two that I thought looked kind of interesting. I saw an interview with Michael Douglas where he's going to be playing Benjamin Franklin. And it is, I think that one's on Apple TV. Oh, interesting. Interesting, Sue. I get all distracted, you know? Like something pops on the screen and then I quit looking at my paper. But that's just me. And then there's another one called Manhunt. And I saw an interview with Patton Oswalt. And he, it's based on a book that was The 12-Day Chase for Lincoln's Killer. Fascinating, right? So, the main guy that kind of heads up this 12-day chase is Edwin Stanton, who was President Lincoln's Secretary of War and his friend. So that's kind of fascinating. I have this idea that I kind of want to put this kind of like a crownish thing on the top of my rainbow. I don't know. It's just something in my head. So I was thinking about like this, like that, like that, like that. Right? That. I have this little piece of torn paper right here that I need to glue down because it keeps getting caught on my pencil. All right, let's hope that sticks. So I have this idea, and then I wanted to kind of do like some circles at the top of those. Right? But then, what if I did some like pokey things right there? I don't know why that's in my head. Okay, I'll look for it. Okay, what about snacks? Is anybody snacking on something interesting? I tend to eat the same kinds of snacks over and over again, but I'm still kind of hooked on that Rob's Backstage popcorn that you can get at Safeway and Albertsons and Walmart. It's delicious. Although, not much of an appetite with this cold. Jeff was like, hey, do you want to go out to eat for Easter? Because it was just he and I. I was like, are you smoking crack? I am not going anywhere and eating in front of people. Good Lord. Yeah, we've been watching lots of basketball too, Keels. And some baseball. Oh, maybe this could be like a tribute to Iris. That's an idea. The Greek goddess. erase up there. Let's see. I bet you're watching lots of baseball at your house. Pat is a Boston Red Sox rabid fan. Keely is the Chicago Cubs, and her whole family is Chicago Cubs. They have text threads that are all about the games. That makes me laugh. I know, that's what I was thinking, Peg. There are so many good rainbow quotes. I wrote one down that said, find the joy in the ordinary. I thought about that. I don't know. I'm still hemming and hawing because there are so many, and I don't Yes, and Tammy is an insane Dodgers fan. She drives a blue car that's Dodger blue. She gets her hair dyed blue. She gets her fingernails blue. All the things. Blue, blue, blue. Ooh, that's pretty. Isis. Oh, I like that. Everybody take a drink. And didn't I say something about the comfort book, and then I got distracted with my own thoughts? Imagine. Okay, here we go. So let's pick a page, any page. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's kind of a lot, you guys. I just don't know if I can. Okay. Here we go. Quantum freedom. According to quantum physics, the laws of the universe are probabilistic. This means that even amongst the smallest particles, nothing is entirely predictable. There is always uncertainty and things that can't be entirely predicted and measured. Determinism falls in the face of quantum reality. The German physicist Werner Heisenberg, who came up with the uncertainty principle, or rather, the uncertainty principle, discovered that even if every single initial condition is known, it is impossible to predict with any fixed certainty the behavior of waves and particles. Likewise, chaos theory explains how even things on a bigger scale, like weather, are not entirely predictable. That's funny, like weather. Anybody ever get a accurate weather forecast? Are not entirely predictable and can't ever be. How many times have we been surprised by a day of sunshine when we were told to expect showers? Similarly, neuroscientists have shown us that the very structure of our brain and the nerve cells within it also act with elements of randomness. In other words, a key defining feature of the universe, of nature, of our environment, of us, is uncertainty. There is always a space for change, and something begins to change or move. It changes with a degree of unknown, whether it is light through a slit in a barrier, or a hurricane, or a brain cell. The universe is, essentially, an ever-evolving possibility. While fear might want us to imagine the worst is certain, the future, like everything else, remains uncertain, unpredictable, open, free, and even the very smallest event in the maze, that is our lives, can result in the most unexpected outcome. That was so good, wasn't it? Like, it just makes me think about all time that I waste worrying about things that are completely uncertain, right? Okay, so I think I'm going to do some line work up in these bits too, so it's kind of cohesive. Yeah, 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 yeah. It is good food for thought, isn't it? Like, there's so much that is uncertain. And sometimes we just need to let go of it, which is terrible for a control freak like me. Just terrible. I don't even know. You know what? I prepared my watercolors because that's usually my tool of choice. But I'm feeling like, I don't know. Now I'm thinking maybe gouache, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. See where life takes us. Oh, I also watched Call the Midwife. Anybody else watch Call the Midwife? Oh, I love that. Keely does. I know that, to be sure. Hey, Sienna, I was just talking about, like, what we're all currently snacking on and drinking. And Valerie was talking about that she likes Liquid IV. You drink that too, don't you? Turn. So I'm so anxious to see everybody's rainbows, including Miss Charlie May's. So Sienna, you could post her picture in the picture of her rainbow in the Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group. That's a little more private. You don't have to put her face if you don't want, but you could put her rainbow. Everybody would love it. And everybody else, take a picture of your rainbow and post it. I love that. That's just magic to me, to see how everybody interprets whatever our topic is, right? Like, how do you see it? Are you going to pick traditional colors for your rainbow? Are you going to choose something different? Are you going to choose muted tones of the same colors? I love that. It's just magic to me. So tomorrow is Pop-In Paint Party, our normally scheduled Pop-In Paint Party, and we are going to just a sec. Here's my notes. You need to bring like one of your oh, shut up, Peg. That's a perfect. Roy G. Biv Tam. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. But remember, it can be whatever you choose it to be. So do you do get it from Costco? Lynn said she got no, it's not Lynn. I'm sorry. Valerie said she gets it from Walgreens also and said that there's a variety pack. So I thought, oh, that might be something. Oh my gosh. No, it's looking very regal, isn't it? That's kind of making me all kinds of happy. Like it's all about Iris now. I think I want to do these two. So we're consistent. Some more little lines that I forgot. Oh, Peg, I think, wow. Everything that you are unapologetically. Most of you will find out that you are not just one color. You are a rainbow. Swear. That's totally going to be my quote, too. I love it. Because that's who we should be as artists, right? Now I just, I'm hemming and hawing about what my next move is. I think I just need to ponder for a minute. So, don't forget that we will meet tomorrow. Bring one of your favorite art papers. And also, remember that we're going to meet on Saturday for National Handmade Day. And so, we're going to be doing something fun. Bye, Peg. Bye, Eddie. Eddie has her funny doggy. Very sweet. Very sweet. So, remember, you need an art paper for tomorrow. And, remember that we're having another pop-in paint party on Saturday morning at 9. Today was 10:30, but we'll be right back. I had to do that because of a prior obligation to my stitch group. I think that is all I have to say. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine it? Now, you know what? You know what I'm thinking? You guys. I'm thinking down here. Let's go neurographic. Right? I'm just going to round these corners. So that's going to be just in her crown because there's no other corners. I'm kind of digging that. Hey, Peter, how are you? Did you have a fun birthday? Who made your birthday cake? It was so dang cute. Yellow cake with chocolate frosting. What's more delicious than that? Not much. So we're painting rainbows today, Teresa. So, if you get a chance, sketch out a rainbow. Oh, thanks, Keels. It was fun, wasn't it? I adore you all, and I can't believe that Noah is 6. How is that even possible? Oh, Teresa, I love that. We can talk about him tomorrow, but we're also going to do something else. So we can work on both of them tomorrow, Valerie, right? We can play with this a little bit more, and then we can also do the other page. We can start the other page. Oh, I love that, Trees. I love that. Oh my gosh, that looked like such a yummy cake. It did. Hey, Teresa, Eileen's in the hospital. I'll text you in a little while. So, send prayers. Jeff's on his way to Cali right now. I am so glad too, Lynn. I'm so glad. I know, Teresa. I swear. What was the other thing I was going to say? Sienna, I'm dreaming of charcuterie boards now and all the possibilities. Oh, and Sienna, totally family business. James is going with me at the end of April, so let's try and plan our trip in May, if possible. Okay? There's never a dull moment. I promise. There never is. Anyway, my voice is giving out because, you know, this cold, I swear, it feels like it will never end. I adore you all. Thank you so much for hanging with me and, drawing a rainbow and dreaming up how we're gonna paint them and all that. Yes, Tam, total side note, what's up? Oh, on this page, I started with the original page that we did, remember, and this was a printed page that I glued in. Remember when we did we did some watercolor circles and, did you see that one I sent you with the letter, those cardboard letters? This one, I think I did some black marks and then I went around it with a fluorescent pink and then a regular pink. Then I did a white on top of that. It's all the things. It's all the things. But this was one of the, yeah, I did, I still have some waiting for me. Mark making. Ooh, hey, did you see I finished this one? Stop it. Oh my gosh. So Sienna, start rolling around in your noggin, okay? A rainbow charcuterie board. Stop it. I think that would be fab. I think that would be fab. I adore you all. I'll talk to you. I'm off to not talk now. Until tomorrow morning. It's always weird when Jeff's not home because I can only talk to Solomon. And you know what? He sleeps through my conversation a lot of the time. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, everybody.